It's too bad.
Awesome.
Just go for the dank.
I love when a professor emails you and says, like, yeah, you're going to be doing nothing important in these next 4 classes, and then we're going to take attendance in them, so you have to show up. Like, thanks.
Amazing.
Nice.
I didn't really have situations like that. I think the shittiest thing I had to deal with was one of my professors assigned a homework and made it so that you had to turn it in like by hand, and so you couldn't like do it online. You had to turn it in the day before Thanksgiving.
The fuck?
We have off the day before
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
We technically didn't, but like practically every professor on campus said, "Yeah, we're just not gonna have class on Wednesday."
Yeah.
But this professor was like, "No, you have to come in because you have homework that's due."
Wait,
and I like,
Thanksgiving week? Our
Yeah.
college, or my college, gives that whole week off for whatever reason.
we would get Thursday and Friday off, but this professor was like, "Yeah, you have to turn it in," and like I live 2 hours away from my college, and it started to rain, or not rain, it started to snow, and I was just like, I ran into the class, I gave it to him, I was like, "Yeah, I need to go."
We're from New York, we don't know what snow is.
He really made you drive 2 hours for that, just to hand that in.
Oh no, I lived on campus during the year, but like for the break I went home for
Oh,
Thanksgiving.
that still sucks though.
That's when you find the friend who lives local, and everyone in the class finds him, and he has to hand in like 30 assignments.
Yeah.
And you heard it.
I didn't have any friends in that class.
Dang.
Because it was an upper level math class, and I was like my only friend that was a math major. It was like me and like maybe one other
Our
person.
friends.
Is that what your degree is in, man?
Math and stats. I have 2 degrees.
Based. One of my
Taking
degrees
stats
is-
right now.
One of my degrees is going to be in math, even though I'm like never going to use it.
I hated upper level math, which is why I added stat.
Yeah, like we get a fair bit of latitude with the upper level math classes, and so I just take all the ones that are practical, aka not theory based, because those are completely useless,
yeah.
in my opinion. At least in every
Yeah,
way.
all of the upper level classes for me for math were like theory based.
Like I'm not going to grad school for math, and I'm not going to be a math professor. So like I want to
Yeah.
like know things I can use in
Yeah.
daily life that will help me.
Are there hub slides in 2D ice cave parts? There's one at the beginning of the Snowbiz red jump path, but I can't think of any other ones that
Can
are
you hop
super
slide in
useful.
Crash Dash?
You can at the beginning.
No worries.
When I was doing it, like, cause I would do the same thing where I would use the opening tunnel, like I do in Unbearable, but it takes a different setup because the platform's not as high.
Oh,
And I found the way I was doing it didn't actually seem to save any time, so I just stopped going for it.
makes sense.
Hey, Simple, thanks for the run. Or thanks for the good luck on the run. Thank you for the run. This run is dedicated to Sir Simple for PvPs because he gave it to me.
Shoutouts to simple folks.
Can you get on any of the scenery? Like, could you hop slide off any of that, or no?
No.
Damn.
You can hop slide up a hill and then reverse it, but it's like a pain in the ass to do. So I don't go for those either. Like Stu does it in Unbearable.
Of course.
And I was like, yeah, I knew that one was a thing, but it's like a pain in the ass to get.
Stu beats world records 30 seconds after their set. What a fucking legend.
Yeah.
Stu is a known machine.
Yeah.
The original Crash 2, he's like his no-go time in
The no-go
is
god.
like basically
Isn't it like 15 seconds off his summon
yeah,
best?
it's crazy good.
Like his summon best was like a low 3950 or something shit.
Yeah, and he only uses like warp splits because like why would you use level splits in no-go? And yeah, he just like goes fast. I think the second place no-go time is like a mid 41 or something. Although the actual
Yeah,
second,
it's by Boomfan. It's like a mid to high
although
41.
the actual second best time I think is slightly better because I'm pretty sure someone has a better time that has no video or was removed or something.
Yeah.
I think Kalibo's might be on emulator.
I think Brando had.
That might
I thought
be it.
Brando had like a low 41, but he has recently come back from the dead. So
Yeah. Let me look up Crash 2. Because I know Kalibo's Hundo time is on a PS2, but his no-go was before he got a PS2. Oh, yeah, Kalibo's got a 4305 on emulator in no-go.
Yeah.
So I guess translating that to emulator would be a low 41 or a high 40.
Yeah. But he's like also dead.
Yeah. Remember there was that period of time where he was just like running the game on MU, and like he was like better than everybody else.
Yeah. He was beating people on NU.
Yeah.
Update, Dest has been trying Waterfall for 20 minutes and hasn't gotten it. Sounds like Spyro too.
Nice. Oh, that was a gold hang 8.
God run.
Phoebe confirmed.
3 seconds ahead with a missed hop slide.
World record confirmed.
3 seconds ahead, 4 minutes into the game. It's the run.
Yeah, man. I mean, if it was 3 seconds ahead, 4 minutes in for SMB1, it would be the run.
Yeah. The thing is, you can't actually get that far ahead.
Yeah, not anymore. It's crazy that like him saving like 0.2 seconds was a huge deal. Like that's still surreal to
It's
me.
massive. And you could still beat his time by like...
0.2, right?
No, you could beat it by like... or more, but you'd have to do everything, so no. Like, you could get a 455, but you'd have to get basically everything.
When are you doing SMB1?
No.
Yeah, same.
The one Mario game I'm actually fairly interested in learning is Super Mario 3D World.
Why?
Because I really like the game.
Pretty good.
I actually really like Super Mario 3D World.
My favorite is
Honestly.
Galaxy, but Galaxy is like, it's too slow for me as a speedrun. Like, it's a great casual game, but
Yeah.
Casually, Galaxy was amazing to play the first time through.
one of my favorite games, but it's just like, and I know it has like some skips and stuff, but the game, it just doesn't, it's not fast enough for me.
Isn't the any percent like several hours?
It's like 2.5 maybe?
Yeah, it's too
That's
long for
odd.
any percent.
Like, that's a long any
Yeah,
percent.
I'm not a fan of categories that are like over an hour and a half anyway, so.
Yeah.
All
Like Super Mario
depends.
3D World, I think the any percent work for 3D World is like an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's somewhere around there.
It's about as far as I would go.
Yeah, do 100% where you have
I
to play
like
with
Sunshine
multiple controllers.
War runs. Those are fun to watch.
You do like 100% of
Yeah.
3D World where you have to play with multiple controllers for like 6 hours. Because you have to beat every
Damn.
level with every character. So,
Every character.
so you play with multiple controllers.
Yeah.
Odyssey's looking really good, to be honest.
The
Yeah.
movement in that game looks smooth, which is
It
nice.
looks super fun.
I don't have a Switch though, and I don't intend to get one, so I won't play it.
I'll get one
I'm gonna
eventually
get one
just because I want to play the game.
You know, I have my Wii U
I
sitting
jumped
next
too
to me, and
high.
I like never play it, so it's just like a waste of money and space.
You used to have a what?
I have a Wii U. It's sitting right next to me, and it doesn't do anything.
There's like, I mean, there's some good games on there, but
Yeah, like it has good games. Like I have like New Super Mario Bros. U stuff, and that's like
That one's pretty
that's a
good.
good game. I like the Wii version better, but it's a good game. But it's like, I mean, there's like no replay value in that.
Yeah.
And there are like no other good games that I want to play for it. So
The only game I still play on the Wii U is Smash 4, and even then I don't play it with like my own system. I play it with other people who bring their game. So
Hack and Roll Remix, which isn't even a Wii U game. It's a Wii game.
oh, that was a Gold Turtle Woods also.
any of the games that you'd want to play on Wii U, most likely you can play on Virtual Console anyway. Like,
My summer best is now below 4730.
Amaze.
My summer best is 4727. Man, I did a slide spin and crash. Actually,
When's
just stayed in
46 on
place.
best?
Ugh.
46 are
I actually don't. I don't want a 46 someone best because then I'm gonna want to go for it.
46 with loads. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my
I
God,
have a
the
46 on best now.
I'm gonna find the glitch where I can just skip into the last warp room and fight Cortex with 5
Oh my
crystals.
God, the Falcons are showing life in this game.
And then like that's gonna happen, and it's gonna be like 10 minutes of run and 35 minutes of loads, obviously, because these loads are worse than Wrath of Cortex. Just ask Bloon.
I don't think they're worse than Wrath of Cortex.
They're not. Like they're objectively
I
not.
haven't
They've
played it
they've
at all, so-
all of the loads in Wrath of Cortex and all of the loads in NST have been timed, and Wrath of Cortexes are worse.
Yeah.
And the only evidence Bloon has otherwise is pulling arbitrary numbers out of his ass. So.
Well, something coming out of his ass honestly has some merit on, you know.
Nah. I don't want whatever comes out of his ass.
It's kind of impressive if you ask me.
Yeah.
If he's held in there that long.
Bloon is like, he does know a lot about like Crash 1 because like someone will say like, alright, this skip might be theoretically possible, and then he'll post like images of like the actual polygon models of the game. Like I don't know where the hell he gets the information from or how he finds it in the files.
He's a modder, isn't he?
I don't know, but
I know he's the same person as Mandude CB, and Mandude CB does a lot of modding
but
stuff.
he'd be like, someone would be like, he would just put a picture of it, and it would just be like random like wireframes.
You should do
He'd be
that with
like, what is this?
NST.
And he's like,
What the
oh yeah,
fuck?
it's Road to Nowhere.
Yeah, but he thinks NST is an awful game, so. And he thinks it's an awful speed game, even though he's probably not watched a single bit of it.
Is he like? What does he even do for his speedrunning?
Speedrunning, I don't
used
know
to
what
run,
he
like,
does.
Undertale, I think. And then some other stuff.
I know he has like a mid 47 in Crash 1 any %. It's like better than my time, but my time was also a 46 before I died in Cortex.
NST is definitely not the best.
Dying in
speed
Cortex
game.
and Crash 1, now that's a meme. Or in any
No,
version.
dying to Cortex and Crash 2 is a meme.
Imagine doing that. I almost did that once though, so.
I just when I thought they had life, they're gonna kick a field goal. And he shanked it. How do you shank a 36-yarder? Wow. Oh, he already had one blocked. So he's just over. He just crushed it off the upright. What an idiot.
I don't know, I think anybody should be able to recognize that NST3 is at least a really good speed game.
Ah, damn
Three
it.
is I think
I
I think we can agree like 3 is the best.
Yeah,
I think we've
Yeah.
got 3, 2, 1 in terms of the speed tag.
yeah, there's just like nothing in one, unfortunately. Makes me sad.
Yeah. It's just a simpler game, so there really is, you just have less to work
Yeah.
with. So I mean,
I don't think simple necessarily equals bad though.
No, I like it the best. I just wish there was more like, I don't know, movement
Yeah.
options. Not even with the slides and stuff. Just,
Like I had this discussion with Tet once where it's just like there seems to be a mentality in the Crash community that if it doesn't have movement tag, it's not good. When that's not really true.
yeah, I mean,
Like SMB1 doesn't really have that much crazy movement tag. At least I asked Tet and he said
it's just
that's what he told me.
precise inputs basically.
Yeah, it's very precise inputs, and you hold the B button and the right button.
that's what Crash 1 is. It's just precise.
Yeah, it's a lot of precision, which I don't. It's a different type of
It's
speed.
the classic Spyro meme of hold square to one. It's a good meme.
Yeah.
It's just not correct. But kind of
Zigzag to save time. The OG Crash 1 meme.
correct. Yeah. Well, I mean that isn't a meme. It's that is the only way to save time. That's the meme.
Yeah.
The only way to save time is to zigzag.
When zigzagging.
RTA. Yeah, that would be a good one.
RTA zigzagging.
People have done it.
80% no
People
zigzagging.
have done it with pause buffering, but like it wouldn't be worth it at that point. You can't buffer the inputs either. Like from the pause, you have to do it the frame that the game unpauses.
Jesus.
Even if you could like actually move your hands fast enough to do it, RTA, the controller would probably break. But it's not even. It doesn't even matter. forget, does invincibility make you go faster in this game or not?
In Crash 1 it does, because it makes your base running speed faster,
Yeah.
but it doesn't make your slide spin speed faster, and slide spinning is faster.
Right.
So that's why I skipped some invincibilities.
Yeah, I just said that
hello.
because I saw you get hit, and I was like, I'm just
Yeah.
thinking, is that actually going to be a big deal?
Nah. The second invincibility I got at the end of Snowbiz was actually an accident. I spun the penguin and it hit the crate.
You're
In
not
Crash
wrong.
1, it's a big deal.
You're not wrong, Stu. You're not
Oh
wrong.
no, damn. You're right.
Stu with the,
Stewart's decreed this run isn't legit.
the high
Fuck.
level exposure going on right now.
I'm getting bodied.
There's not many invincibilities in Crash 1 that aren't good to get.
Yeah.
In any percentage, a generator and invincibility is not good. That's like the major one that I could think of.
Is it just because it makes you miss cycles,
Yes.
or?
So
Yeah,
it's 2
that's what I
seconds
figured.
slower versus getting it.
So you can't do like the good strats at the end of generator room and FD, so it's like,
Yeah,
Like
well,
0
what do
to
you
10
mean, red hot strats?
yeah, this is like
Yeah,
the best
no,
strat in the game.
I wouldn't do that anyway, even if you could.
Yeah. It's always that strat.
The red hot strat, even though nothing has ever been named by after a player in a Crash game before, just ask Spike
The
stuff.
red hot one.
It's the first thing he told me when we found out we named it Hob Sliding. He was like, "Oh, is this a Crash community? We're naming stuff after players now. Red hot strat, ZBM strat,
Sounds like-
Koji cycle."
Sounds like a classic Spike stuff.
Yeah, ZBN strats too. So.
Is he?
I fucking told him off for that, and I was like, "Stop talking to me about this. You don't know anything about NST, so fuck off."
ZBM has like that's just like a general term for stuff that's just stupid that you shouldn't do. Those are ZBM strats. Because he's notorious for just finding the dumbest stuff that somehow is faster or not faster. It's just dumb. Wish he streamed more, but he like basically has no internet. He might as well not have internet.
Also, bear in mind the mock tornado was almost called Abduling.
Yeah, imagine that.
At least Abdul's actually backed off now.
I don't think there's anything named after me in Pack except for like a hilarious mistake that a lot of people make. That I used to make in my first runs.
The Joester Ghoster.
The Joe is like you miss picking up an item at the end of a level, and then get to the end of the next level where you need that item and realize you just lost like 6 minutes. Good job.
Wrecked. The best tech in the Crash series is the Roach Slam.
Hey guys.
Eh.
Yo. The cop's like
Can we call-
hobby spins.
Hobby spins. But he would have to use it in order to have it be called after him.
Don't mind me in my down mood. I just kind of poured my bullshit into Riko or into Rebag's DMs. I'm tired of it.
Same.
Understandable.
Pretty sure we're all tired of it.
But at the same time, a lot of the shit he's doing reminds me of when I was younger.
Yeah.
So, like,
I don't think that's an excuse though.
I'm
It
not
definitely
saying
is-
it's an
definitely isn't,
excuse. I'm saying, like, seeing him do it's like being stabbed in the jugular.
Mm.
Because it's like, oh man, it's bringing back all these memories I want to keep buried.
I'll BRB.
Alright.
Oh, why does CTM keep messaging me on Twitch?
Apparently he left the Crash Discord also, which means he's actually just not part of any Crash server.
Good.
Not that serious. I don't know. I mean,
I need so many random gold. Like, what the fuck? Guys, I think I can confirm that this PB is 100% beatable.
Oh,
really?
Yeah,
wow.
100% beatable.
When I come to Crash 2, I'm gonna pop Riko with no hop slides.
I mean, you could, actually.
Yeah.
Because my PB has no hob slides and loses 18 seconds from engine on. I was 33 seconds ahead before that. I don't know, Sir Simple. What are these splits? When you don't realize the death was intended. Yeah. I accidentally spun the crystal and ran backwards into the water.
Yeah. I do that too.
100% accident. Don't you hate when that happens, when you just like accidentally run backwards after grabbing the crystal? And then you just like, in a fit of rage, just take the secret exit. Feeling no uphill hob slide and crash crush. Yeah. I
You're
got tied
already
my
on
golden
Komodo Bros?
Komodo brother.
So you're already on Komodo Bros? You
Yeah.
got there quick?
PS4 Pro?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's probably it.
Alright. Time to lose the run in Unbearable.
Lose the run on Komodo Bros. I know.
Try hard.
I actually died with Komodo Bros the other day playing. I reset.
OS Komodo.
I was trying to do it like really fast by staying near the guy and hitting him as soon as he stopped. But
Someone is playing 2-pack. I'll have to see who that is. He's alive. No way.
when's Pac-Man World 2, Joe?
No, don't fall in the hole,
I will learn
Crash!
that game actually. I told one of the World 2 runners that I was gonna learn it, so I have to learn it. I told Trey I was gonna learn it, so I have to learn it.
I was seeing the highlights as a kid. Like I remember playing that. That was.
Yeah, me too. I always liked 1 and 2. I never beat either of them as a kid, but I always had more fun with 1, but I always liked 2 as well. Like 2 is a good game.
I never played 1 as a kid. I just had 2.
2 is a bad game to get 100% in though, because it's like you miss something, you have to get everything in the level again.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, you missed the dot. Well, too bad. When you re-enter, everything's there, and you have to get everything.
I
in
don't
one
remember it
playthrough.
being like that, but I guess it probably was.
I mean, World 1 is technically like that as well, to some extent, but there's like only
Hello?
5 things to get per. You get 6 letters and a maze, and either if you, the only thing you have to worry about re-getting is if you don't get all the letters on one playthrough, then you have to get all of them again, but it's like irrelevant because there's only 6 and they're not hard to find for the most part. They're not
I
very
remember
hard
there
to
being like an arcade, and you could just always go and play Classic Pac-Man whenever you wanted. I always thought that was cool as a kid too.
Yeah, it has like a bunch of arcade games in there.
Yeah, that's
You
probably
like
just
the
Pac-Man and shit too.
You get like the tokens to play it and stuff. It's cool stuff. It's a pretty good game. It's just and then they released the third one. It's like what happened?
I have never seen or played the third one.
It's a bad casual game. It's a pretty good speedrun actually. It's pretty entertaining to watch because you can get out of. There's a great glitch where if you grab a ladder at the bottom, the game just sends you flying like crazy high in the air. It's really hilarious. So it's got like some good speed tech. It's actually been tasked a few times.
Damn, that's cool.
I think the task is I gotta find the task now because I mentioned it. Woofer tasked it. I think he got like a 57. Pac-Man World 3 task. 5759 is the task. It's a pretty cool run. I think he originally tasted. He got like a 1/3, and then he beat that RTA, and then he retasted it and beat his old task by a half hour.
Damn.
Amazing.
Because he found a bunch of new stuff.
Dude, nice stream, Riko.
Thanks. I love the intermissions.
Yeah, intermission.
It's a good offline pick, to be fair.
Yeah, I really like this picture.
I don't even have an offline picture. Right. He was just splicing. It's okay.
Yeah.
I had an offline picture for a while, then I realized there was a typo in it, so I deleted it, and
Nice.
I haven't like gone and fixed it.
Not bad.
Yeah, it had my Twitter in it, but it was like it was the wrong thing. So if you ever went to the Twitter from there, it'd be some other guy, and I hope nobody followed him thinking it was me.
Nice. Just inflating some guy's follower count on complete accident. Why are all these
Imagine.
people following me and asking me about speedruns? What's going on?
Why are they asking me about Crash Bandicoot?
Yeah.
Eh.
Yeah, that's exactly how they say it.
I love dropping the slide.
I
wanted a hub slide.
Not live for me yet.
It's back for me.
It
Just
should
pause
be
and play.
just refresh.
Pause
Yeah.
play works.
Last play did work. Can confirm.
Yeah. Lost time in bear down somehow. I lost time in auto scroller level. It's
Yeah,
not actually auto scroller,
I mean,
but you know. I'd argue that Hog Wild's not even that. It's not even like complete auto scroller.
why?
It's got some stuff, I guess.
Yeah,
It's like the most auto. It's the most auto scroller out of them.
Yeah, you just jump the whole time. You can kill yourself at the end and make it half a second faster too. But not worth.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure nobody does that.
Death Cow does
Doesn't
it.
Depp do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The madman.
Yeah, he is a madman.
The mad
I
cow.
was doing it a little bit, and I was like, I'm really tired of resetting over this, so I'm not doing it anymore. It's half a fucking second. It's literally retarded.
That's actually why I don't go for the glitch high and cold hard. Where you just don't break the exclamation crate, because it's possible, but I find that's like a massive pain in the ass to do. And I don't feel like if you die in cold hard, that's a reset. So I just don't feel like doing it.
I'm still mad in the original. Like,
Did you fail the hot slide and unbearable?
I failed it once, yeah.
I'm still mad in the
Slide.
original that the actual route for cold hard is like less than a second slower. It's only just barely slower in the task because it was like extremely swag, but it was slower,
Yeah.
so it was sad.
Yeah.
So you'd like never see that route ever. And
I mean, in the time trials for NST, it's faster to take the death road even though it has no time crates in it.
yeah, just because there's so much junk on the other one.
Yeah. You just go through so much of the level. Also, zombie makes every single obstacle in the death route like completely trivial.
When zombie and RTA?
It's not RTA viable because it requires going through a run to set it up.
Ah, that sucks.
So someone just tagged me that the beer 5 mile is only 1 month away. I'll have to get ready for that.
That
There you go.
pause.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, yo,
I like pause. Welcome back.
the whitest of paws. Oh no, I got a roast slam.
And
Fuck.
I'm
I gotta submit
here.
that run.
Gotta submit that sick PV. Ha.
Yeah, man.
Monster people.
Best Crash 1 player.
Imagine people speaking Spanish correctly.
Can't imagine.
If you want it, you can do it.
No comprendo.
Me neither. Alright, gotta highlight this. Yo menos.
I knew some Spanish at one point, I guess. I actually still have it on my resume that I can speak, quote, conversational Spanish, although I don't know how true that is anymore. Because I haven't taken Spanish in like 4 years.
Damn, nice.
I
Is
haven't
it
taken
was-
Spanish in 4 years either.
Because it was, it's at my school, if you're in the engineering department, then the foreign language requirement gets waived. So it's like, hell yeah, no Spanish.
Wow.
So I think I might have been right about maybe invincibility in sewer is not worth it, but I saved time, but I didn't gold, but I also body slammed. So. And I think I took damage somewhere. I don't remember. That one's inconclusive.
Can't wait till Stuart comes back to 90% and gets 46 first run.
I don't think he's going to come back.
At Stewart, please come back.
Yeah,
If
he's
Stuart comes
there.
back to this, though, if he comes back, how is he gonna body time trial runners?
Exactly.
What's ATM's alt called?
It's
Bad.
not alt.
Huh?
It's his PSN
Well-
account. It's Rijiku.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not an alt. He just changed his name on Twitch. Yeah.
I mean, not an alt, whatever.
Why do you want to know anyways?
Because he just messaged me on Twitch, and I was like, why on Twitch though? Why don't...
He does it to me all the time. He's been doing it today.
But did he delete his Discord? No, he hasn't.
I don't think he deleted his Discord, but he left all the servers. Like he's not in the Crash one anymore either.
Tried messaging me.
Oh wait, that one's slower. Why did I go for it?
I got an answer though. I'll just highlight this and
Oh
I'll
my
answer.
god. Yeah, I got stuck in places.
You'll get it tomorrow, White Paws.
Hopefully.
TM.
I mean, to be honest, it's shit that I got that PV, but at least it means something.
I missed the yellow gem. You're right, Otzi. I did miss the
I
yellow
didn't
gem.
fuck up Jaws in
Fuck the
the
yellow gem.
for once.
That's a signal that you are close to get a new good time. So in some way,
Did you
that's
see
good.
that death? Like the second one? That was like the most.
Riko, you missed a
anti-Gavin
Wumpa
thing.
fruit. Kill yourself.
Oh fuck.
That-
Run over.
My
I have
second
saw
death was
that.
like. Yeah, the first one was entirely my fault. Not gonna lie, but like the second one was like. Actually. Thanks, Gavin.
That remember me some Crash 2 runs that I have got that I just got PV just for a couple of seconds, and I have got a big amount of that kind of deaths. And obviously there was.
I mean,
shit
there's
runs.
Yeah, Joe. Yeah, Joester. I'm a filthy
I'm like
cheater.
bound to PV by small amounts at this point.
Wait, you're associated
Yo,
with
that
Stuart?
dank center.
I know that feel, bro.
Stuart the cheater.
You
Stuart 0000 skill.
mean the
Oh,
miserable
got him.
000?
Got him.
By the way,
Literally
The
destroyed.
miserable
did you
0000.
see that I almost created controversy with that run?
If the S is cheating.
No.
Which
It's
one? The Crash 1 run?
Yeah, my PV, like the one I got
Why?
today.
Why?
Because you know that you can move after beating Cortex, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Discord just died for me. What happened?
Oh, nice.
You
So,
split and then moved?
I mean, you like rules say that you end timing once you
On
hit,
hitting
yeah,
Cortex.
Once you hit Cortex, right? For the final
Yeah.
time. The thing is
Yeah.
that you can move afterwards,
So?
and you can die.
Did you run off and die?
So I run off, and the screen turned black, and it was the exact same. Like,
Did the
I
credits
did-
roll?
yeah, the credits did roll.
So I think
So you died on the frame where the fight ended?
as long as the credits roll, it
Yeah,
should be fine.
literally. The screen,
I
the
mean,
screen
Teddy
went
had
black.
a run that he finished by getting the last hit on Cortex, and then he died, and I think it was considered legit.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
It doesn't matter as long as you get the hit on Cortex.
Yeah, you got the final hit. Like, even in NST and full trilogy, it's each game ends on wherever it's supposed to end. But in all of the Cortex fights, except for the last one in Crash 3, you can get the final hit on him and then pause and quit out of the fight. Which Chris Marks was actually intelligent enough to think about, where he could get the final hit on Cortex, quit out of the game, and start the next game. Which was like, that's legal. He got the last hit on Cortex. So
I would think, especially for like the original games, like as long as whatever you did, like the same thing is true for Spyro 1, is like you can kill Nasty Nork and then be killed, and then the credits don't roll, and I'm pretty sure they've said that that doesn't count. You have to actually like trigger the credits.
Yeah,
I
I don't know.
think-
Like,
Oh.
Teddy's run in SRCom does that.
I think
Yeah.
I don't know.
it should be either when if the credits roll, or if. Okay,
I think it should.
Here's the
I think
thing.
timing should be on when Crash has Jiha.
I don't think it should be the timing. I think like it doesn't matter whether you stop the timer. The goal is to beat the game, and if the boss is considered completed, if it's considered completed, and you get either the credits or the game considers it a finish, then it's a finish. Like, say in Spruno 120, it's considered finished once you hit the exit portal. What?
Yeah.
Did I hear the run is still invalid?
Hey Stevenson.
For Spyro 1, you have to wait for the
I'm
screen
just
to turn
highlighting
black,
my-
I think, because you still have control, but that's like irrelevant, because once you hit the vortex, you can't do anything. You can't like move, but you can flame and jump.
Yeah. For Crash 1, I think it should be if you get the credits, because if you die and the boss respawn, you respawn on the boss.
Yeah,
it's
you
not
haven't
considered
you
a
haven't
finish.
beaten the game. Like
That's the
And-
case with Crash 1, though. You can die after beating Cortex and you respawn at the start of the boss.
yeah,
But
so
if
like
you
if that
get the
happens,
credits-
that shouldn't be valid. We're saying, but if you
Yeah.
die and the credits still play, then you have if the credits play, you have beaten the game. And so, but if the credits don't play, you have not beaten the game. So if the credits
Yeah.
don't play, your run doesn't count. I think that's what we're just saying.
Oh my god, I made
I
that.
think it would have been. Who the fuck decided these rules, honestly?
I don't know.
Old boys, SDA.
Yeah, literally. You. How?
Okay, here's what I think should be considered. If you beat the boss and the game locks your inputs in a way that acts as if you completed the boss, then it should be considered run complete.
The thing with NST is that like it locks your inputs, but you can still pause.
You can do that in pack.
That's not locked inputs then.
You can do that in pack as well. On the last hit, you just stand there and you can still pause and exit out of the fight for whatever reason. Although I have stated on multiple occasions that if you do that, I will reject your run because you never triggered the end cutscene.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that big of a deal just because Full Trilogy is a meme anyway.
Yeah,
You
and no
got
one would
menu
pause
ID,
it.
And it only matters in Full Trilogy any percent because, well, actually it matters in Full Trilogy 312 for 105. Actually, I'm not sure. No, it
If
doesn't.
you ended on 105, it wouldn't matter.
No, I mean in 105 in Crash 1. Because Crash 1 you get the percentage for actually beating Cortex, and it's required that you beat Cortex, I guess.
The issue is though is that timing is such a slippery slope, which is why I say forget about trying to change the timing. Just change the rules to consider
Yeah.
to make it
So there's
say
no.
what is considered a finished run, what is not.
Yeah, like it just like like people argue about that because they think like if the timer isn't running, then it doesn't matter what happens when the timer is running, which isn't true. Because like a game like Crash 2, you can't like it's specified in the rules like you can't just save state to like in the first cutscene, right? Because that means you haven't actually started the game. So even though the timer doesn't run when you hit start game, if you haven't started the game, the run hasn't begun.
If you see the thing with Crash 2, the issue with Crash 2 or the Crash games and using save states to start is
Cycles.
the cycles, yes.
Yeah.
Which means that even when the timer isn't active, the game is active and it will change your performance during the
Yeah.
run.
I think
mean,
it seems like
Is
at
that,
least
that's allowed. I mean, people do it in Crash 3 all the time.
You
Yeah, I think-
shouldn't be allowed to do that in emulators.
Well then, then it's like the fault of the mods.
Yeah, it's definitely the fault of the mods. Because in Crash 2, you're not allowed to do that. It's been that way for a while, and it should be the same in Crash 3, and it should be the same in Crash 1.
Yeah, I think the rules say that
In
save
Crash
states
1
can
it's
only bring you to
irrelevant,
the.
it doesn't matter.
I think the rules say that save states have to bring you to the title, or can only bring you to the title screen. I'm pretty sure that's the rule.
I think they say that now.
Yeah, I think they maybe used to say that, but
I think that still changes the cycles, though. Or I think the cycles still go.
yeah,
I think
No.
that you should just
did.
restart the game on emulator, not use save states.
Not restart the game.
but
like,
it's not that much different from
Yeah,
like.
exit, like quit game, go to the title screen. Is
I
what I
don't-
mean.
Yeah, I don't see how that would be different from like console, where like on console you would just like wait on the title screen until you wanted to start, and on emulator you would just like have a state at where you want to wait, so you can just start immediately, and you're already losing time to loading on emulator anyways.
Well, see the difference. The difference is that you don't know what the cycles are unless you manipulate them. In console, you have to die in order for that to happen.
That's true. So you're saying because it like you have to take like extra time to reset on console, so
Yes.
it's like an extra
Basically.
convenience for emulator, so you shouldn't allow it. I can understand
Please
that.
ban practice on EMU.
Practicing on
ban it.
emulator is completely different. But I mean, if you want to choose to use the same cycles, be my guest. You're not gonna get as good as you should be.
The thing is that, well, I don't have it. Like, I cannot practice on EMU because I don't have an adapter.
I was
So
trying to
imagine
zigzag.
like practicing Lost City. If you fuck up Lost City on practice, then you have to
Oh my God.
do in console. You have to do Up the Creek, Ripperoo, and then Lost City to be able to practice it again. While on EMU, you can just do a sex.
I was trying to zigzag the other day on emulator with a GameCube stick, and don't do that.
Yeah.
Bad meme. Bad
It's
meme.
like a bad meme. Yeah.
That's why I recruited Tet to do my testing for me.
Alright, so if I tie Koji on seconds, do you think it would be worth doing millisecond?
I don't think so.
Seconds.
Nah.
I don't think it's weird because like in some like I run a game where like we do time to the
That could have been a gold hanging out.
I do run a game where we do frame
But I
time
didn't
at the
get
top,
stuck.
but the game is also like 10 minutes long. So
Yeah.
like frame counting for like a 3D platformer.
Yeah, let's see. The time save there was because I didn't in my PB. I actually didn't get the hanging out invincibility.
Okay, in the 3D Sonic games, like the Adventure series, it does make sense because most of what you're going for is ILs. It's just adding up ILs, even if it's not in-game time. The focus of the game is ILs, so it makes sense. Crash games are not ILs. Crash games are you play from start to finish.
Dude.
It's always been that way.
Yeah, but if you tie the record, then like
You can both have first. You can share.
Has there ever been an instance?
You gotta share. You gotta care.
I know that happened in Spyro 1
I could
where
have tied it yesterday.
Chris and Saboom were tied in both categories, and I don't think they frame counted either. They just left it as a tied first. Although I think they counted it and said like, yeah, the one run is technically a few frames better, but like we don't care.
Yeah, like I think.
Although,
I
but
think
that
if
also
you do that.
yeah,
I
that
think
also
it would
gets
be
in,
better to have the tie.
yeah, that also gets into the debate. Though, like if his is like what a 4027.0 and yours is a 4026.9, how is that any different from like 27.1 versus 27.0? Like it's the same amount of time difference. It's just
That
where
is
that
true.
is relative to the second. So you could
Yeah, the thing is
arguably,
that
like,
if I get let's say a 40-27 flat, Koji's 47 is really high.
yeah.
I mean 27.
Wait. What's his time?
It's 4027
27,
something.
70 or something, I think.
Well, then in that case, if you get a low 40-27, I think you should ask to have Koji's run rounded.
Okay.
Not
Well, you
frame
can't round
counted,
up. You can't round
rounded.
up, though. No, you can't round up though.
You should. I mean,
Because you're just adding time to the run. I don't think like you can't really round
No.
time.
Yeah, you
Well, I mean,
cannot
we kind of
round it.
already do. We just truncate, but
But then, if you only have 2 times that are counted in centiseconds, it just looks ugly.
That's also very true. And then noobs submit with milliseconds, and it looks dreadful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just looks awful.
I could see it if like it was really close, but just don't tie him. Just beat him by like 5 seconds, and we don't have to worry about it. That's the solution, right?
The thing is that if I get a run like yesterday's, if I don't think I'm gonna go for Just Got Cycle, for instance. And I might have ended up tying the time, but actually getting a better time than Koji.
If you get a better time than Koji, everybody knows you got a better time than Koji.
No, like actually I would have beaten his time just by milliseconds, not like a full second.
You will beat it, you will beat it.
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, I'm fucking tired though.
Just get the 39 tomorrow, and then we'll leave it.
No.
We'll be done.
Fuck off, Joe. Don't ask for impossible. Okay, thanks.
Burgerlands is gonna grind for the 39 when he gets.
Okay. Well, let me know how that doesn't work out for him.
I will.
Because that's probably not gonna work out.
Yeah, probably not. But
When Steph verifying my run.
Like, I mean...
This is 100% non-glitchless.
Dude, fucking Crash 1 mods are lazy as fuck. My run is not...
I just realized I learned today there's 6 Crash 1 mods. It's the same as NST.
What?
There's only one Crash.
There's 6
Crash.
Yeah,
Steph.
just Tet. Tet's lazy.
Dust
Tet.
does stuff, but like not super often. And then like Rabbit is dead. Pete is like kind of around, I guess. Red Hot does absolutely nothing. And I don't even know who the other Crash 1 mod is. Kane.
Red Hot's also kind of busy
even
with
agreed.
shit.
Red Hot agreed to be demodded.
Dude, what is up with this engine?
He can demod himself.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah, you can remove
you
yourself
can
as
do that
mod of
now.
the game.
Why is this fan not on? It should be on.
This engine fight looks like it's not going well.
I'm fucking it up pretty badly.
It's
This second phase I am at least.
engine dance game. Eyes emoji. OMG
There we go.
scoops.
Rip OMG Scoots, never forget.
Yeah. What?
Might lose time.
Why
And I
hasn't-
could have saved 7 seconds.
Why hasn't OMG scoops been added to
FFC.
FFC?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, I'm losing time, probably. Oh, yeah, bad RNG.
Smiley face.
Smiley.
Should have just gone for it. Oh, that was horrid.
I just got a message.
47's probably dead. Actually, that killed all of the time save I
I
had.
made my comment, a rain glitch.
Yeah.
It's a good comment.
I'm behind after that engine. Like, good meme.
Fuck.
It's like,
I fucked up the shoulders so
it's
badly.
like 20 seconds right there.
Like, I missed so many hits. Yeah.
It's because, like, I told Wed to make his 100 egg comment rain glitch, and he actually did. So I'm doing that too. Because why not?
This makes me sad.
Why is it so hot today? Well, it's not so
Every
hot.
day in Mexico is
But
hot.
be quiet, Mr. Mexican.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It was like in the mid 70s today. Fahrenheit for people who use good temperature units. Well, actually, no, I prefer Fahrenheit for everyday use in temperatures because when someone goes, yeah, it's 25 and that's
No,
warm out.
why
That's,
don't
that's
you
weird.
prefer Kelvin?
Today it's
Kelvin
today
is
it's
objectively the
today
best.
it's 298. Yes.
Kelvin is a meme. Well, that's for now. I am on 78 Fahrenheit, so I'm fine with it.
Yeah, it's just being in like chemistry and stuff. I can just convert between the two of them like whenever I want, which is nice.
When I am in the university, I feel that I am 32.
32 Celsius is a little toasty.
Talking about Fahrenheit, on Celsius will be 0.
Zero. Yeah, 32. Yeah, zero Celsius is a little brisk.
Yeah,
Zero-
it's okay.
Zero Fahrenheit is like stop.
0 Fahrenheit is like, alright. Negative 10 is like, whoa. Negative 20 is like, oh no. Negative 30 is like, please kill me.
Yeah.
Negative
did.
40 is like, hi Canada.
Negative 40. Well, negative 40 is the same in both. So haha. You can use either temperature scale at negative 40.
It is, yeah.
Well, I'm ahead by 0.2 now. It's calling this a world
Nice.
record.
Insane pace.
Insane pace.
No,
That feel when you are the only one who run a game.
I know that feel.
Same.
I was 20 seconds ahead and now I'm losing and I'm gonna get really angry.
Well, my exams will finish on November 3rd, so
November 3rd.
I will
was my
be-
brother's birth.
oh cool. So when my exams finish, I will be able to continue learning Pac-Man World. But I
Hell
can
yeah.
make the zigzag with a DS3 controller. So for now, my first round I will not use that.
I think DS3 is the only controller I haven't tried to zigzag on.
Fuck DS3.
I've done it
mean-
on. I've done it on original PS1, which is what I play on, and then DualShock 1, which is what I used to play on. Those are both good, although no stick is better. And then DualShock 2, which is absolutely terrible. And
Well,
DualShock
at least
okay.
Ow, ow, ow.
Is that
Well-
fucking asleep or something?
Huh?
Probably.
Who?
Tapped.
Ah,
It's only 11 o'clock here, so.
No.
at least you are not submitting
No,
a Crash
but
Team
it's
Racing
like-
run.
He's like asleep from earlier today because he went to sleep like at 12.
Yeah. You don't know what his sleep schedule's gonna be now because he got like randomly fired from his job.
Pretty much.
yeah.
I think that in some way I have found how to zigzag with a DS3 controller, but it will take me a big amount of time to get used to it. So
Yeah,
if
like
I continue,
yeah, it's just like for zigzag, it's like mostly just comes down to preference. Like, although I would say that like DS1 controller is the best, but if you're gonna be playing on emulator, like a DS3 or DS4 are your
Well-
like primary options unless you have an adapter.
that will be for a while. I have the game on my PS3, so for now I will run it on that platform. On the future, I'm planning to get a Japanese PS2 and also a Japanese copy of that game, or
Nice.
Crash one, and also from Pepsi Man.
Pepsi Man.
Pepsi Man.
That game is expensive, so it's like
I know it and I'm aware of it, but the day
Burn-
that I will buy,
burn a
uh,
disc.
I have a burned disc, but I wanna have that game original because at least in Latin America, that game was popular thanks to the piracy.
It
Mm.
was actually really popular over here.
It's so popular in Mexico too. In all Latin America, thanks to the piracy, the game was well known. And it was curiously because in Japan the game hasn't sold very well. But I'm sure that all the pirate copies in Latin America have sold a big amount of copies.
Yeah, so when you have it on PS3, do you have like, are you gonna be using a PS1 disc in a PS3, or do you have the PSN version?
Well, I have the PSM version. I was planning to get the PS1 disc, but since you have found that J version is faster, I have decided to don't buy the American version.
Yeah, the J, it's like J is like it's like just about the same for any percent, so like really doesn't matter.
Well, for now I'm planning to
Yeah.
learn all levels
but
because
it's-
I need to get used to that game again.
Oh shit, that was a time
You're
save.
just
It
gonna buy,
can-
like, you buy J.
4 seconds in Night Fight.
Nice,
Damn.
Riko. And well,
Right, it is time for this
I think
level.
that
It's
I will
time to
try-
be heavy.
I will try to finish the game at 100% because I was never able to finish it. The most further I have got on Pac-Man World was 98% because I never know on which level I have forget something. So that's my problem with Pac-Man World. When I have finished it, I have got the 98% and I never know what did I have
Yeah.
missed.
Yeah, and the US version, like it's probably marathon mode, but that's 5%, so I don't know how you'd get 98.
I have tried the marathon before I go versus Stockman, and again I haven't got the full percentage. I still having 98. I have run it again on emulator and same. I got stuck at 98. I don't know what I'm missing.
Is it on the Japanese version or the US version?
On console I have tried the US version, and emulator I tried the ball because it was in Spanish and I wanna hear it on my language. But in
Dude, and my life.
In both versions I got a 98. I mean, as far as I know, I have completed the marathon mode, I have unlocked all that levels, I got all the Pac-Man levels, and I don't know why I have forgot.
You might have missed a maze. That's my. Oh no, if you did marathon mode, you couldn't have missed a maze. So
Nope. I mean, it doesn't matter if you don't complete the bonus round with the Pac-Man letters.
yeah, you don't need. All you need to do is get to the bonus round. You don't have to actually do squat once you get there.
Okay, maybe on a level I have forgot that, but I'm not sure about it, so I think that when I finish my exams I will stream Pac-Man World casually in order to try to remember how to play the game.
Pack attack might have killed this because I took damage twice.
Back attack.
I can do the damage abuse and spaced out with one mask. It's just a little slower, but with no masks, it's kill me. Yeah.
Also, what is up,
that is me
Led?
right now.
Led joined in here.
Nice.
Nice.
Do I want to go for it without the... No. I really should not try and go for it without the mask.
Hi mom, I am in a world record video.
By YouTube. The classic.
Okay, so I will focus on Pac-Man World in 2 weeks, and Crash 1 will wait for a while.
Check VC.
It's true though.
The savage.
Savage.
I
Colon,
don't
joy,
mean
colon.
it to be mean.
Do you love me, Homo?
No. I'm
Got him.
sorry. Only Wed can love you with homo. Right, Wed?
Eyes emoji.
Put
I
Wed in
have
the
stopped to
spotlight.
talk, bro.
What?
I'm not talking a lot. Or did I?
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Come on.
Sometimes I don't know when you're telling the truth or something like that. Sometimes I
mean,
get confused about what you say.
At the time, you were talking a bunch when I actually wanted to say something. But that's okay.
Sorry
It's
for
okay.
it.
It's fine. It's fine.
Riko-
I'm just being a dick.
Wow, the damage boost in Spaced Out saves a fucking lot.
Yeah, I thought
Actually,
when I heard you sigh multiple times, Rico. I thought you had beefed it.
I kind of did beef
Yeah.
it.
It was gonna be
You
like
are
The squid totally beefed it.
world record by 1 second.
I'm 1 second ahead.
Dude, nice.
Like, apparently the Spaced Out damage abuse saves fucking 10 seconds, so you know.
First, but it down. On the fifth warp room, you need to play the level in the order that they are.
Because of the damage abuse I do in Piston, yes.
Okay, I will check that run. Because in November will be the Pac-Man World and NFC month. But for now, I'll focus on Pac-Man
Well,
World.
my current PB doesn't do the Piston damage abuse I thought of, because I thought of it after the PB.
And this is the moment which we discover this world record isn't.
That's where he beefs it on the last.
Good 2-second world record.
Insane.
2 seconds.
Unbeatable world
It
record in my
reminds-
eyes.
Fucking end my
reminds me
life.
of a certain
Well, it's
somebody
better than
who's-
getting a 2-second PV and not getting a record.
Oh yeah, time doesn't. Oh, it ends when you skip.
Yeah,
the
but
time.
yours is like more optimized.
Still.
Sonic R run, and I was close to get a PB,
GG, Riko.
but I got
GG.
all
By the way.
on 2. So GG.
We only have a week left. Until the new
Fucking 2 seconds.
Until that marathon thing.
2 seconds are 2 seconds.
30 seconds.
I got a follower from that insane PV.
Wow. Who was it?
Insane speedruns was it? No. Imagine.
Insane follower.
Yeah, Stevenson. It's 2 seconds faster than my previous PB, which is world record. So sad. I was 20 seconds ahead until engine.
When is not losing 20
Isn't
seconds?
just
then?
like your PV?
So here's what I was 20 seconds ahead until engine, and then I was a second behind after engine, and then by pack attack I was 12 seconds ahead again, and then I lost it all and spaced out, which was technically losing it in pack attack.
When pack attack kills the run.
I'm okay.
So like if I hadn't had the huge time saves, this could have been a 47.
I'm okay.
Depression.
Joe, which game has Pac-Man arrangement on GBA?
Pac-Man Collection is the GBA card.
Okay, because I got it for the Wii U, so I will learn it.